6 people are swimming in the deep sea. When they wanted to get on the yacht, they suddenly discovered that the yacht's ladder could not lower. The ladder should be opened from inside the yacht. The yacht was so slippery they couldn't climb it. Some people immediately panicked. In this infinite deep sea, they can be attacked by sharks at any time. They may even starve and drown. Amy's daughter was still inside the yacht, and no one was taking care of her. James, the owner of the yacht, wants to climb on a dolphin-shaped buoy. But when he got on it, the float flattened. He tried to climb with the flag, but the flag could not bear James' weight, so it was torn immediately. As time passed, some people were about to be unable to swim anymore. But they are still very helpless. They asked James if there was any way to get on a yacht, because it was his yacht. But James said this yacht he just bought, he didn't know either. Some people started complaining about James. Not only did he forget to put the ladder down, but he also made Amy, who was afraid of the water coming down with him. So there was no one left on the yacht but a sleeping baby. Suddenly they hear the phone ringing. They see the clothes with the phone outside. James jumped up and pulled his clothes down. They hurriedly took out the phone, but the phone was soaked in water, so it could not be turned on. People are extremely frustrated. A person has a cramp from swimming for too long. Suddenly a yacht passed by. They raised their hands and waved them fervently. But the people on the yacht opposite thought they were greeting them. So it passed like a wind and then left. What should they do now? James suddenly had a plan. He asked everyone to take off their clothes, then tie the clothes onto 4 ropes and board the yacht. James successfully threw the rope into the railing of the yacht. Everyone is very excited. They feel that they are about to be saved. They will soon be able to board the yacht. But the clothes could not stand James' weight, so they were torn. Their hopes were shattered again. They found no way to climb onto the deck. Jack picked up the dagger and dived under the propeller. He checks to see if there is a way to open the door here. But in no way. The bottom of the yacht was completely closed. Jack almost stopped breathing. When he was about to swim up, he accidentally dropped the dagger. He quickly dived down to get the dagger. But because he held his breath for so long, he was worried and couldn't see the way clearly. Jack's head was hit on the propeller of the yacht. He endured the pain and emerged. His ear blood began to flow out. He's dying. Seeing Jack injured, Dan is very angry and worried. He picked up the dagger and stabbed it into the hull. James feels uncomfortable because the hull is damaged. James swims over to stop Dan. 2 people fighting for a dagger. Suddenly James accidentally cuts through Dan's stomach. The blood immediately dyed the surrounding seawater. After a while, Dan lost too much blood and died. James blamed a lot. But suddenly they found Lauren was missing. It turns out Lauren saw the blood and was afraid it would attract the shark, so she quickly escaped. But she wasn't very good at swimming, so she was exhausted and sank to the bottom of the sea. Because of James' carelessness and selfishness, 2 of their friends died. Jack was badly injured, but still could not hold back his anger, but gave James a punch. At this point, James can only say his secret regretfully. In fact, this yacht is not his at all. He is just a worker, loves to show off, so secretly drives his boss's yacht away. If the yacht is damaged, he must pay the owner. But he accidentally killed Dan. Currently he is very regretful. They were trapped under the sea for 6 hours. Nobody came to save them. They were thirsty and cold. Dan's girlfriend doesn't want to stay there. She wants to swim out to seek help. But this is more than a dozen kilometers away from the mainland. Once she is gone, she will never return. At night, the rain started to pour. Dan suffered a head injury that finally could not stand it and died. He died in Amy's arms. Now only Amy and James were left. Waves in the sea are getting bigger and bigger. Both fell into despair. James looked at the diving goggles in his hand and thought something. He held a shard of the diving goggles to hold into the cap of the hull. James then pressed his body to the yacht, then asked Amy to step on him to climb. This is the last hope. Amy finally got on deck after several tries. She quickly opened the ladder, then went straight into the cabin to comfort her daughter. James looked at the ladder in front of him, but didn't want to go up. He killed 4 friends because of his vanity and arrogance. He doesn't have a face left to go on a yacht. Amy had finished lulling her daughter to sleep and had yet to see James up. She overcame her fear and jumped into the water. She finally found James, but he drowned. In the end, only Amy survived out of the 6. This movie costs very little, only 6 people and a yacht. But it brought the most truly desperate horror to the audience. The movie is over here. Thanks for watching.